Okay, okay. Hi, today I'm conducting an interview with a personal trainer, a certified personal trainer, Etienne. And yeah, I have a few questions, I think like 16 questions on the business side. So yeah, on the strategic management side, what long-term goals does your business focus on?
So I plan to be a cost-effective personal trainer that people want to come with and don't cost them the whole paycheck. So I aim to grow my business naturally. Yeah.
Okay. How do you stay competitive in your industry?
To make sure my prices are competitive, not too expensive at the market rate, and make sure that my training I give the people are good and that they get the results. So the people themselves, the people I train are marketing in themselves.
Okay.
In themselves.
Okay, on the marketing side, how do you attract new customers?
So I'm fortunate enough to train people in the gym. So me, when I'm busy training the people, is marketing in itself. People see, okay, there's a guys training the guys, so it will bring another people, and then also on social media, Facebook mostly is where I do my advertising.
Okay, what marketing strategies work best for your business?
The best is through visual medium. My clients, when they lose weight, they go out, they talk to friends and family, they see that what they are doing works. In the gym as well, when you are busy with your clients, people see that guy is a good trainer, it's working, and people get the results. So visual medium is best.
Okay. And on the HR, how do you motivate and manage your employees?
I'm a one-man company. I only train by myself, so at this moment I don't have any employees. Yeah, so I can't go into detail on that one.
What qualities do you look for in hiring staff?
Okay, let's say I get big and I'm looking at hiring admin lady to do the financials. I would look at someone who's hardworking, who's disciplined, and who knows her or his stuff. I need to know that I can rely on them, okay, and I can build a business with them.
Okay, and on the finance, how do you manage your business budget?
Business budget, I don't buy unnecessary stuff. I only buy what's necessary for me to grow. Let's say new fitness fads come in, new block-shaped dumbbells. There's no need to buy all the new stuff. So just keep buying what works, keep it simple, and check expenses, and keep my business going up.
What is your biggest financial challenge?
Hiring floor space in the gym I'm at. It carries huge financial cost to hire your space in the gym, so that's definitely the biggest expense. Okay. Being a personal trainer is the floor space, the hiring.
Because it is quite small. So, and on the technological, what technology does your business use daily?
Daily, mobile phones, obviously for advertising, Facebook, and yeah, computers for admin, scheduling. Yeah, so computers and smartphones.
How does the technology improve in your business operations?
Scheduling is very good. I don't have to write things down manually and do manual planning. Excel sheet is really good in scheduling and setting up programs. I can make a stock program. I get a new client that has knee pains or back issues, and through simple Excel formatting I can put in new programs specified to the client based on a stock sample workout. That technology just makes it easier that I don't have to keep on making a new program for each client.
Yeah, so it's just the basic standard. Okay. And on the operations, how do you ensure smooth daily operations?
Having a clear schedule and planning tasks makes it simple for you to know to know what to do at when, having standard operating procedures. There's one way of doing things, and everything you do that same way. Personal training style, there's a format in which you train people. You start obviously with your compound lifts, then you go to isolation. So having a standard, make sure your operations run smoothly instead of planning out everything new for each client. You follow the same standard operating procedure.
Okay. What challenges do you face in running operations?
Running operations is to make sure you can have a standard operating procedure, and you will have that interested knowledge by yourself. But let's say I get another trainer to work under me. He will not have the same ways of doing things that I will do.
Yeah, he has his own ways. Yeah.
So to ensure that operations run smoothly, I will have to set, this is the way that we are doing things, that I'm training the people. I'll write down the standard operating procedure, the training methods and the training programs, and he will go on and put that way of doing things, the procedures, go on with that.
Okay, on the social political, how do government policies affect your business?
Let's say government policies for me as a trainer. Yeah, government policies, it gets difficult in, personal training is a very one-on-one close encounter, so keeping a person's privacy is something you also always have to keep in mind, especially when you're working with a female or opposite sex. You have to be very careful about where you stand, where you look, and to avoid sexual harassment clauses or things like that. And then also health and safety. You have to make sure your exercises you are doing is well looked at, and the persons are safe. And then when new clients sign with me, they sign a waiver, making me not liable to them, to the gym. I also myself, hiring their grounds, need to sign a waiver myself, and I also need to take out personal insurance. Let's say the client hurts himself and he sues the gym, then my insurance should cover it. So it just comes back to health and safety. Make sure those things are in place.
Have any laws or regulations impacted your work? Like, for instance, for the sexual harassment?
Yes, in 2019, 2020, when COVID hit, there was a lot of new regulations, dust masks being having to be worn, and close proximity. So we had to, during COVID, we had to do online sessions or a one-on-one going over to the clients as a home sessions where we had to wear masks and there were no close contact. So that impacted my business, and there were new ways in doing my training that I had to incorporate over there. Other than that, going after COVID, it's more or less back to normal now.
Okay, that's good. Socio-economic factors. So how does the economy affect your customers?
So my personal client customers pay a substantial amount for personal training. So when the economy does bad, when interest rate rises, when diesel and petrol prices goes up, it takes money out of the client's pockets. And for personal training,
goes to outside things and less on
their
personal health.
They have less money to spend, and personal training is often seen as a luxury. So when they're looking at prices to cut and expenses to cut, personal training will be one of the first. So demand goes down when clients and the economy struggles.
Have you ever noticed changes in customer spending habits?
Yes, I have. I do also sell fitness bars and health shakes and health smoothies. And like I said, once the spending power of the customer goes down, they start cutting on luxuries, and accessories and fitness bars and smoothies are luxuries. They will buy less of that.
Okay. Thank you for the long interview. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.